Test, test. Hello, I am actually online today. I still can't believe that one time I streamed, it was silent for a whole, 20 minutes. Hello, welcome to Pride Month 2023, Part 3 with Sephiroth TX on Fortnite. Looks like we got quests. Transformer quests. I don't know what that is. Daily quests. And weekly quests. We actually didn't finish these weekly quests either. Oh god, I got the hiccups. That's what I got. Guess to do Transformers quest first. Deal damage to opponents while you're in a vehicle or mounted. Is running them over count? It's gotta be 200. We'll just see the running over counts. Also grab guns. Destroy objects with explosives. Destroy. Is there any, go somewhere and do something? No. 5 different vehicles in a single match. Okay. Different types of vehicles or just different vehicles? To be more specific there. Hello and welcome to Pride Month 2023. I hope you all are having a decent Pride despite all the terribleness going on in it. I promised a little more levity to today's stream, but it'd be important to talk about the bad stuff too because of shit's still bad. For example, just this past week, the Nazi Texas GOP party, the fully fascist, nationalist, election-destroying, racist, and queerphobic and transphobic party led by the great white supremacist Greg Abbott, has signed... Ooh, that tastes funny. That coffee tastes funny. Maybe I'm just not used to it. It's a caramel coffee. Has signed a bunch of anti-trans hate bills. And this is causing movements and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and go here so I doesn't start silencing me because of this stupid song. Which, by the way, is fully Fortnite song and allowed on stream, but, sometimes Twitch is an idiot, and all the time YouTube is an idiot. At least YouTube doesn't silence most of my stuff. One time I ever had to silence issues when I was playing, that one WB fighting game, which is why I don't play it anymore. I'm gonna have to fight risking silences every 5 times I play a game. But anyway, so, one of the things that was signed recently, several things, the Nazis banned kids from having any kind of treatment. They lie and say things like, oh, the kids are getting trans surgeries. The kids aren't getting trans surgeries. 99% of all trans kids below 18 have never had a surgery. They never had surgery until they were adults. 99% of all doctors who treat trans kids would not treat them with surgery. That's not how that works. You got probably the one extremist, the one rare case where a kid did get a surgery pre-pubescent. But that is hellishly rare. Hellishly rare. But they're using that excuse and that pretty much right out lie to ban trans people and trans kids from existing. One of the things they are doing that harms trans kids is removing them from all trans treatments, which means not also banning them from the surgery, which pretty much doesn't happen to trans kids, but bans them from getting hormone treatments, which is beneficial and non-harmful in their youth, especially in their teenage years when they are nearing the end of puberty, where it can help trans males become more masculine and trans females become more feminine. The hateful Nazi pieces of crap want to stop it because they don't want the trans women and trans men to reach their state of happiness to where they look like what they want to look like. The majority of trans people who transitioned and did hormone therapy in their youth, in their teenage years most of the time, again, this doesn't normally happen to the majority of younger youth, are more acceptive of who they are and more happy of what they become. Their detransitioners do exist, but they don't exist in the number the right-wing Nazis want you to believe they do. Not a good gun for this. They, the anti-trans people are pretty much finding one anti-trans person and having to focus on them to pretend that trans people hurt themselves becoming trans. That's it. I was hoping a lot of people would land this area and I'd be able to just like wreck them with this car because let's face it, carrying around in the forest place isn't very easy. Let's see if switching cars does this thing. Oh, fuck you for dodging, you dick. Running them over does work. Oh. And I think he's stuck. Scrap whatever this guy had. So they banned that, and then they banned trans athletes. They've gone into human. I was hoping it would be a human, but it is a human, and now I'm stuck. Oh, I don't need to do that anymore. Goodbye then. I'm out. And that worked too. Destroyed spot. Shit, Shattered Islands is where they are. So the next thing they did is they banned trans people from camp. I want you to remind you from sports. I want to remind you, Texas is the trash bag Nazi state that had, for the past decade almost, a trans athlete student, a trans male athlete student, that they refused to allow to wrestle with the male athletes he belonged in. So they forced him to wrestle with female athletes. This ended in him winning a ton of the athletic stuff he was part of, because he was basically a guy wrestling women. He was too bulked up and too masculine be wrestling with women his weight size. Wrestling, by the way, is like boxing, reliant on weight size of the wrestlers when they decide who's matched against who. But it is unfair when you're matching males against females in the same weight category because they're built differently, and trans males are males, especially if their hormones and stuff are being worked on. From what I can read, this appears to possibly, in a collegiate level at least, completely and wholly ban trans people from all sports ever, in their birth, sex, gender, or their chosen gender, both. So this pretty much bans trans athletes from existing. These Nazis want so hard to harm trans people that they're willing just to hurt them in any way possible. Ooh, I like that one. Is there any more, he's inside the door. Any more flying butts around? I hear someone screaming. Where the hell is it? Flying butt, I hear you screaming. Why are you not? You have 10. I saw another one over here. Why is it so loud? What was that? Well, interesting. That was so not energetic. It seems like let me just sit there and do that. In response to the anti-queer, mostly anti-trans bullshit from the Nazis of Texas GOP and Abbott, apparently thousands of families are moving out of Texas. That's good on the families that can move out of Texas. You've got the rights and the wills, and this isn't just trans families. This is queer families moving out of Texas to protect their queer family members from the evil of the GOP, pretty much. And that's good for the queer families who can move out of Texas or places like Florida or other Republican-filled Nazi places run by white supremacists and neo-Nazis and Confederates and other conservative trash like that. That's fine. But for people like me who can't afford to move out of it, we're stuck here. And what you're doing when you move out is you're weakening the state. Right now, as it is, Texas cities, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, even Dallas are little blue pools of sanity in this red Nazi fascist state. And while Abbott has done Abbott and his evil little crew has done their darnest to remove our rights for our voting to count and for them to be able to overturn votes they don't like, they can only do so much. If we were able to pull power, we can even remove their superiority and their supremacy from our state and turn it into a Democrat state, a blue state. I don't want to hear any of you idiots say, Democrats are just as bad as Republicans. No, they're not. Not in long shot. None of the Democrat House is trying to eliminate, practically genocide, trans people. None of them. Hotspot is Brutal Bastion. I had some guy on the other day by the name Drake on Twitter who was like, hey, because voting for Democrats is pointless because the conservatives are in Democrats too. And yes, I agree. We do have Democratic conservatives and they need to go, like Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin is a far right-wing conservative Democrat. We're not talking about Republicans that move to Democrats that are somewhat conservative. We're talking about full-on Nazi fascist Democrats. That is what Joe Manchin is. He's just as bad as all the other far-right right-wingers. But he has somehow tricked a bunch of people into pretending he's a Democrat and getting the Democrat office. Or at least Democrats somehow, or the conservatives somehow have enough people pretending to be Democrat voters. I think they upped my noises. There's someone in here, by the way. Who's in here? Who's in here? Down this way, huh? I did on all the... There. I'm having the worst trouble with my 3D thing. Is my 3D thing not on? So, who the heck is this? Guardian Amara. My secrets are my own. I seek it's not your business. We forgot to check their stuff. We're gonna be here for about 3 to 4 hours, by the way. Hey, you can kill me if you want. I don't really care, dude. Okay, no. This is pretty good. The other one was the Citadel. I doubt anybody left anything there, but we could check it. Well, he's busy. I'll get my little shorts here and run across the thing. So anyway, out of the terrible news for the LGBTQ in what appears to be a gearing up civil war for the rights and against the people. I hope it's more of a civil rights movement, not a full-on civil war because we have a bunch of anti-queer terrorists in the conservative power. But I promised a little more levity today, and I will go on that. And we're going to start with just talking about queer characters, but I want to focus on both queer and trans characters mostly. Like, if you join this and you know a character who is trans in a cartoon, a TV show, a comic book, a video game, let me know. Because I am completely ignorant of a large swath of characters who consider themselves or considered canonically trans. We're going for canonically trans here, not maybe. We're going for at least some kind of canonical notation of their trans status. I don't know. That, let's do that. And let's do this real quick. I also need to get an umbrella. The only trans character I can think of off my head that is canonical is Bridget from, Guilty Gear. Bridget is a long-time Guilty Gear character. I think they might be like from the entrance of Guilty Gear. I think they may be from the beginning, but I'm not entirely sure because I don't even know if I played the very first Guilty Gear. But in almost all the Guilty Gears I played, Bridget exists. I always loved Bridget for their kind of queer, non-binary, or trans ideals. Also for the fact that if you learned how to use their yo-yo correctly, you could juggle the frick out of everybody. Learn how to aim, bro. But so in the latest Guilty Gear, a year ago or so, Bridget up until then had been some confused. Sorry, I know you're only doing your mission, sir, but not in my town. Got 56 seconds. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Let's go. I should have picked up some more ass shit. Let's find a place to hide. We're gonna do the usual attempt at hiding and getting the umbrella right now. Leveling up by lasting. You know, that's not gonna win me today. You know what? No, I am mistaken. Take that and pick the other thing. Anyway, in the last game, after years of them being like, I'm a guy who likes to dress like a girl, or I'm a guy who was asked to dress like a girl, stuff like that, they actually had a full-on storyline for them. And I should say for her, because now she's a her. Officially and canonically a her. Anyway, they had an official storyline for Bridget, and in it, she was questioning her transgenderism, what she was. They had another character, and I don't remember which character it was, question if they were a female, trans female or female. And he went on to explain how no, he's a guy who likes to dress as ladies, he feels like a woman and stuff like that. And then the guy went on to question things like, what does that mean you're a transgender female and that you're still a lady? And he went on to explain to Bridget what that meant. In actually kind of, for an anime fighting game, a nice way to do it. Better than I expected to see from such a game. But, darn, that's still outside. I need a place to hide in. Nope. Okay, guys, we're gonna sit right here for a minute. We're gonna do the whole hide on the outside, go to the inside thing we do when we're trying to get umbrellas. Get down to the last two people. If anything, gain XP doing that. So, he ends up explaining to what it means, how people exist, what trans people are, and Bridget accepts herself as a trans woman. She just accepts herself as a woman. I thought it was very sweet for a Japanese product to put in trans people like that. Japan's not always the friendliest. This is going to really weird out people because of what's in anime, what's in video games. Japan and Asian countries are about as friendly to gay people and trans people as the Christian evangelists sometimes are. Yes, they exist over there, but they're not always so socially accepting of us all, honestly. That's why a lot of Japanese media is excessively pro-queer because it's their artists speaking out against anti-queer hierarchy. Such as that 1980s cartoon, what was it called? It's a 1980s anime. I know I've seen a few of them. Forgot the name. I swear I had the brain of voodoo. But the anime was about two futuristic cyberpunk-like girl cops. But anyway, that aside, the actual episode has a guy and his trans woman facing off against his father, which is like this evil corporate dude. And there's a scene that's become a really famous like pro queer meme, pro trans meme, which is a scene where he tells his father's pretty much like, she was a man, and he's like, she's a woman now, and he defends her. And at first, the two Dirty Pair, the name's Dirty Pair, the two, pretty sure that was the anime Dirty Pair, but the two main characters are like, what? She was a guy. But then they're like, it doesn't matter. Trans people are just kind of normal these days. Apparently, in the future, a lot of people, became trans. Ooh. Didn't realize that was up there. Loading island alert. It's kind of a cool place to see it floating. They were supposed to fix that island with other islands. The second season has been out now, so see what happens. Oh, quick break in Queer Hawk to talk about the storylines left open here in Fortnite. So we have several storyline issues that were just kind of left open in Fortnite. In the first season, we had the young version of IO leader from the past in what appears to be a full-on time crash. We'll explain time crashes here in a minute if I haven't already. And he created a bridge with our help to access Zero Point, to get to, I don't know, get help or something to face against the Nothing or the Shapeless Man or whatever they want to call it. And we got the Zero Bridge up. It broke. It's what bring over the, I almost call it the Mega City. Mega City? Oh shit. That was funny. I'm gonna die in the freaking storm. Where is he? I should have grabbed that fucking. Ah, they drifted. Bull to the shit. Hopefully no one notices me. Got 10 minutes before I have to run. Sorry, we're gonna concentrate here a minute. Anyway, so we left that open, right? So we don't know what happened to the IO guy. I don't think he's been on the map since then. We don't know what happened to Amy. Amy's story is still open. We don't know who the Shapeless Man or what his plans are. What's going on? We don't know anything about that. What did the bridge connect to? Where are the 7? What happened to the scientist? All of that is up in the air, and it's been 3 seasons. Last season during Mega, we got all the gears together to go up against the possible new Last Reality threat. Hope and I can get down. Hold on. There's 2 people. This is the time of season I start having heart palpitations because I don't know what the freak is going on. Oh shit! He must have died trying to follow me. Nice. Oh, I can't do any of the dancing. It won't let me dance. Oh well, but dip, no dipping either. Whew. Ah. Oh, I'm recording. I don't know record that. That was at 36 minutes. That was the least exciting umbrella I've probably ever gotten. Let's actually look at the umbrella. I always forget to look at the umbrella when I grab these. So remember, Josh, who's helping record this, look at the umbrella. Yeah? They were right. It's a Billy umbrella. I was told it was a Billy umbrella. Oh, that's cute. Billy's got an umbrella. Just beaners everywhere. If you don't know what a beaner is, I don't know. I don't know where the slang came from. Where did beaner come from, people? Anybody know? Anyone older than me watching? Some idiot who's like, oh, let's call banana something funny. Okay, what we got down here? Now that I'm done with that interesting need. New storyboard and whatever, we barely ever use these things. Okay. Locker. Got backlit? Where did I go backlit from? Oh, umbrella. I know. Okay, back to quests. We're still doing the drone hotspots. Okay. So anyway, we're left off at Mega City. We're left off to where we don't know who the Shapeless Man is. We kind of don't know anything that, if anything we did during that season actually had to do with the main storyline. Triarch Nox, what happened to him? How is he important? Is he the one? What happened to the other two that we got, the Battle Pass skins that betrayed people when we're talking Last Reality? What's going on? We don't know. We didn't get the live event everybody wanted last season, but I kind of expected we wouldn't. A reminder that we didn't get a live event in the first chapter till season 4, but they might want to increase the live event flow if they're going to make the season chapters shorter. I understand making the live events spread out if your live events happen, if your chapter happens over 10 seasons and many years, but if you're doing one chapter a year, you're going to want more live events to increase the whole storyline and fun issue over shorter times. And good live events, not half-assed things like the end of chapter 3. I'm sorry, that was half-assed. Hey, look, we got a new island. Actual, Forest Ruin Island. So anyway, yeah, that was the only trans character right now. The person we were just as, Harley, is actually a bisexual character. Harley Quinn, if you didn't know, was once a doctor who worked in Arkham Asylum in DC Universe. Until she met Joker, Joker twisted her mind and she became a full-on Joker addict and lover. She was obsessed by his twisted mind and allowed herself to become twisted herself. Well, fast forward several decades later, and I guess several canonically their years, about a decade together maybe, and for different reasons, Harley's had enough of Joker. she's done with him. In the Harley thing, he pretty much abandons her at several points to her demise, and she's only rescued by the fact that Batman's a good guy. And he and Ivy kind of help her realize that Joker doesn't give two actual shits about her. He's using her at all points. He has actually no compassion for her. It's not a romantic thing. I don't even know if he has sex with her. He might, who knows. But even if he does, to him, she's nothing more than just some kind of doll for it. Did that seriously not even give me a weapon? Oh yeah, there it is. Don't know what's going on there, but hello. I think you were a bot. I think I broke your AI. I'm not entirely sure. Who's up there, by the way? It looked like it was what's his name's daughter. Okay. Yeah, no, that's Kid's robot. Technically Kid's child, I guess. But yeah, Harley later on in life breaks away and she's struggling, but she falls in love with Ivy. Ivy is I believe, actually I don't know if Ivy is a lesbian or a bisexual. She uses sex usually for controlling people because of her pheromones and whatnot she can produce. But Harley falls in love with her, they become a thing. Ooh. Give me that purple, give me that bisexual drum gun. Having issues there, Kit? It says I did nothing. If friend wants to help with explosions, hire Kit Bash. Oh, sure. Come on, Kit Bash. I like your robot dad. Okay, the next time we have a chance, we're going to go check out the entries for everybody. Sorry, I keep forgetting when you do that. So here in Fortnite, they discovered through a Pride screen a year or so ago when they cared about Pride. Apparently, they don't care about Pride this year. That is that it on the robots around here? Jesus. Whoops. That doesn't count towards that. That several characters here identify as queer. One of them was Meowscles. Now, Meowscles is likely bisexual. He has a child and has a relationship with Lynx. I believe Lynx is also her child. I mean, sorry, Kit is also her child. We have Midas, and again, Midas is either, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. Midas looks like the guy who had kids and then figured out he was gay. No offense, so he's either gay or bisexual. That does happen, where a guy finds himself after the fact. I myself am bisexual, but I lean more towards men these days, though most of my relationships prior to this were with women. I've had relationships with men, but majority of them with women. Of course, I have a kid, but I'm not gay. So, you know, it happens different for all of us. Oh shit. Let me out. Oh crap. How'd I get a did I just kill myself? Trying to be clever. I'll survive. Stop double building, you're wasting my wood. Oh, who else? I do believe Ramirez, in her Bright Bomber form, Ramirez was confirmed. What else is there? Beetle Bastion, I doubt there'll be anything there, and we don't honestly need to... oh, destroy objects with explosives. Okay, I didn't realize we had finished. Explosives. Can I buy any more explosives from you? It's too bad you can't, like, buy stuff from them after. Because even destroy objects, I could do that, like, anywhere, anytime. So yeah, Ramirez was, ousted on that screen. For lack of a better word right now. Because my brain's slow. Yeah, we don't know if she's bi, gay, or trans. We are unclear. We do have someone who didn't show up on that screen, and she's in our list here, or they're in this list here. I can't think of the name right now. But the skater in a sweater is an officially a they character, a they them character. So non-binary, or at least carries the non-binary titling. This way, dude. This way we're gonna die. Oh, I forgot I can actually grab them up in a truck now, can't I? Oh well. Don't stay in the storm kit. And there were a few others in that screen, but I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. Oh. We need explosives. Everything for grenades. Hello. Destroy objects with explosives. Huh. We got 18. I got 22. I mean, I could just probably... Ooh. No, it doesn't count. Darn. Ooh, we're southside storm. Get run. Explosives? I'm not vibrating. Kit, are you making me vibrate? I didn't know they put that feature into you. Who you throwing grenades at, dude? I'm sorry. She had a girl in the shotgun. Oh, is that a freaking mythic? Oh, it was legendary. And mythic is gold. I'm so sorry. I'm not an alpha fan, honestly. But it's gold. Oh, frick. Thank you, Kit, by the way. Get out of my way. Anyway, I still need explosives. Wait, was there any explosives in that there? Any of these isn't even looking. I was distracted by all the gold. She had a mythic pistol too. Nada. Oh, frick was that noise? Is that a llama? Arm funny sounded llamas. And no, Miles' uncle isn't, as far as I know, queer. I'm got him on because he's purple, and you know, as a bisexual, I need some purple, magenta-looking characters in here. Give me some magenta motherfuckers. You know, if for some reason Epic's afraid of supporting us, they could, at the very least, just release a whole bunch of backbling that's our flags, and it wouldn't be like, oh look, you get a character. But there's plenty of queer characters they could do put in here. backbling of our flags. Trans, bisexual, inclusion, rainbow, all that stuff. Oh, I am wearing a Pride shirt today. I bought a whole bunch of Pride shirts. They were somewhat cheap. They have like a jersey feel to them. So... right in the fire. They aren't too... Excuse me? Why do we got Zelda Healy points here? What's going on? Oh, there's no chest this way. I need to explode your ass. No, actually, I don't need to. I need to explode your house. Oh, look, I can have a raptor. Your ass over here, boy. Oh shit, I forgot I have a crown. I'm seeable. Luckily, I have two partners. They call it... Okay, no, I'm not going to call it polyamorous. Really specific. Is that not my lizard? Did they silence my lizard because I already had a character? Oh, I had to put down my pet. Yeah, you put down my pet. He says you fired the last shot. That's not the point. You pulled the trigger, man. So, you pulled the grenade, man. Or dinosaur. Didn't like that I already had that person. And I was going to make a polyamorous joke. I didn't realize it was weird because it's a dinosaur. Well, we had to kill it anyway. This is how polyamorous relationships go, kid. Oh, frick, I was making jokes. Excuse me. He just blew himself off. That's hilarious. What are you shooting at? Oh, motherfucker. We're just gonna ready up. It's the same thing. Do I have any stars? I have enough stars or something. Oh, that's who I was shooting. I don't know why I saw him, and I thought it looked like Disney's villain with that hair, honestly. I was looking at him, I was thinking, I can't remember, the Incredibles villain? The fanboy who turns into a villain, I don't remember his name, the one who gets sucked into a engine at the end. Speaking of open things, this person came at the end of last season. Who are they? Who is she, I guess? You've got boobs. Who is she? Why does she have Chrome and Last Reality stuff on her? Is she related? Is she the voice? Is this the Shapeless? What's going on? We don't know. The monoliths popped up last season and all but one's been deleted, even though most of them weren't in the forest area, I believe. They should have... It seems like quality control storyline is kind of laxing back there. They need a writer to come in. Is this the writer strike doing it? Is it the writers gone on strike with everybody and suddenly no one there can think of a storyline? Or how to organize at the very least? Come on, people. This is why I come to Fortnite Epic. It's fun, but I also love the storyline. Don't fuck up the storyline. Okay, we have some battle pass. Our last one for our dude. Yeah, we had green dude over here. Sounds like he rescued IO leader Sloan, by the way. Sounds like Sloan survived the tank fall. In one of her things, she says, it's going to take more than a tank falling on me to kill me, which means this is the Sloan that was dropped in the tank several seasons ago. She's been trapped, apparently, in the forest after she was smashed into the nothingness, and she was rescued by this guy prior to the forest rise. And I don't know if she's involved in the forest rising to the surface or not, but yeah, she's still studying the forest. Or maybe she's been trapped in her tank in a loop this entire time until the forest rose and was now able to get out, because apparently her tank looks almost as aged as everything else around her. Here. Wow, I speak like a doo-doo. What? Oh. She has some freaky ass eyes. Also, she's got a freaky ass smile. I think she has sharp teeth. Maybe you don't smile. Yeah, I just got to. Same thing, right? Explosives? Yep, that's the last one. Destroy with explosives, because we're Transformers and we like to explode half of the city we're fighting to protect. American Idol still a thing? Damn. Panhandle Town got ripped up by tornado. I think God's saying something about these tracking these highly conservative towns with tornadoes. Just saying, that's what they're always like. Oh, the queers caused the hurricanes. The queers caused the disaster. Well, tornadoes attacking a highly conservative city. Maybe it's not the queers. Maybe if God exists, he's mad at you for being dickheads. Just saying, maybe. It's a big maybe. A big maybe. So queer characters. Okay. Fortnite Pride loading screen. It is the 16th. Fortnite's got about half a month to do anything for Pride. One time they did Pride outside of Pride season, which was weird, but appreciative. Dude, she's got like a weirdly, I guess her suit just doesn't go up her crack, but it makes her butt look flat. It's weird. Like she's got cake, the cake's got no hole. Here you go. Fortnite Pride Month. Rainbow Royale. Who else is in here? Oh, freak, I can't remember her name. So it's from the Neo season 9. Is that strawberry girl who also happens to be a Beck driver? Don't ask me her name. She also has an anime version. They're both in my list. Here's Pride. It goes on. Let's just hit somewhere far away, guys. Let's hit some Slappy. They haven't seen Slappy in a while. They haven't played Slappy in a while. Say IRP to the original island. All that's left of the original island is this little bit over here that used to be Slapshot Shores and the farmland. The farmland's still fairly huge, but this forest took a good third of it out. Maybe a little less of a third. It's a little bit, yeah, maybe a fourth of it out. Fourth to a third of it out. If you're wondering why this lady is part of this Pride crew, it's her colors. She's got some pink and blues in her, and some white, silvers, and pearlescent. Just colors. The heart is because it's the heart. Pride is originally about love and being yourself and being in love with yourself, or loving who you are as well as who you love. To share between queers who practice loving people who are of their own sex or gender, and trans people who are practice of transitioning to who they are meant to be. Is this more lopsided than before? It feels like it's more lopsided than before, but I'm not sure. The IO drill. I know there's usually treasure chests around here. and all the campers at the house used to be here. Huh? Get inside the trailer? Nope, it was on top of the trailer. Guys, I need, like, actual explosives, if you could. Okay, I got time to check first. Inside this roll over here. There is another person I don't know there. Oh, DJ Yonder is listed here. I would say that just because of our lack of actual queer characters here, DJ Yonder is probably gay. We're just gonna say that, just for the hell of it. We're gonna claim him as a gay boy. Don't like it, eat me. We're claiming him. He's ours. You can't have him. There's plenty of bisexuals for us. I don't have to claim them for that. I mean, he's gay. Yeah, schools Midas are likely bisexual. There is the robot guy. You know, they should have released all these skins, honestly. I don't know his name, honestly. And then there's Raven Dude up on the bus in bisexual colors, almost. I'm actually gonna look up Fortnite Pride and see what's going on. See if they have anything I'm missing off screen. Sometimes they do like events on their website, and they're like, "Hey, sign up here and you'll get shit." See, this is Rainbow Royale 2022. What does this show? That's last year. Oh, that shows a bunch of the Pride skins we got last year and the year before. What about 2023? Hitting Fortnite Pride 2023 just to see what happens. I'd be very disappointed. They're in California of all places. I think get to a more queer-friendly state, even if they do have the Nazis attacking people over there. They have no reason to fear. I'll get now. May 19th, they released the Prismatic Pride Bundle. Okay, that's cool. League of Legends by Epic is having a Pride event last month. Y'all do realize June is the month of Pride, right? League of Legends. Literally nothing that I can see, so we'll just, I guess, wait on them and see if they do anything. I don't want to attack Epic. Epic's never been, like, anti-queer, but it'd be really disappointing if they're pandering to the Nazis like everybody else. It sounds like, if y'all haven't heard, that Starbucks pandered to Nazis, they're denying it. They're like, no, we stand with our pride people. From what I hear happened, some people were attempting to decorate for Pride, some of their employees, and the management said no. And Starbucks gave some half-ass answers for it. Like in one section, they said, "Oh, the manager was just tell them they didn't have time to do it. Didn't have time to throw up $2 rainbow stickers on the window." I need explosives. Darn explosives. This isn't an explosive, right? Yeah. Darn it. I forget explosives goes again. But it turned out it was more than one store. The thought is Starbucks is afraid of the Nazis. The Nazis have been attacking pro-queer pride events, most notably recently Bud Light and Target. And then what happened was Target and Bud Light were like, "Oh, we're sorry. We'll no longer really support pride events that as much." Bud Light surprised for allowing a trans person to be a spokesperson, and Target apologized for supporting crickets, and pulled a lot of their stuff. And Bud Light released this old American commercial for the Nazi nationalist Americans. So what happens is that didn't actually lose them money until they did the whole pandering to Nazis thing. Then people like me were like, well, shit, we're not going to support you anymore if you're going to just, like, jerk off the Hitler wannabes. Ooh, finally, Jesus. Wow, that's tough. Okay, there. Well, we did all three. Bum, 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 bum. Hey. Oh, did they take over the castles? Apparently wildcards. The thieves taking over the castles. Hello, sir. Good night, guy. I have your autograph. Oh, got the chance. My brother was playing Zelda the other day. Awesome game. I'd love to get the ability to stream my Switch. I just don't have money for that kind of thing, honestly. I want to stream Pokemon. I want to stream Zelda. So many good games on that. You know, at first, when I first bought the Switch, I was disappointed how they were holding back on stuff like graphics and stuff. But you know what? Games make up for it. Gotta go and you gotta get going. That's because any kind of explosive. That's there, I guess. So gay people, queer people in cartoons. Off the top of my head, because I don't have a list right now. So if you ever watched Loud House, Loud House was very progressive. My son watched it for a while. Loud House was about a kid who had an extremely large family. Like, excessively large family. He was the only boy in, like, a house of 7 girls. I don't remember exactly the amount of people. Yeah, I'm muddy. That's hilarious. Oh my god, are you serious? What the frick? That's hilarious. Did I get like a special thing for that? Maybe I'll have explosives. Oh, where did I get explosives from? Okay. You can explode things now. Thought it was an explosive in here. Really, there's an actual exploded thing there if it's. Like truck, explode. There we are. That done. We are done with transform requests. No, we are not. We need to explode more things.
Okay.
Well, in that case... There's no way this counts. Let's go. It's fun. Still can't believe we killed me with it. If it lands in the water, oh yeah, it does explode. So when the lands in the water, it doesn't explode? What? That's weird. Grabbing this for XP. But anyway, in Loud House, the main character had a African-American best friend, and he had 2 gay dads. Now, I don't remember if he's adopted or if one of the dads are his biological dad or what. But his 2 gay dads are always fun. One of them was extremely, like, OCD. The other one was always very caring of him. A very sweet relationship for a cartoon show. Spectate me, I don't want to be watched. And the privacy log, let me alone more privacy log. Perfect. Atlanta is from freaking Stranger Things from freaking Sweeney Todd stuck in my head. I said Stranger Things because if you didn't know, in the Johnny Depp movie version of Sweeney Todd, the character obsessed with Joanna, the young sailor, is actually the guy who plays Vecna in Stranger Things, and I keep every time I think about that, my brain's like blown, got mind blown issues. Who's in here? That's cool. Another day in paradise. What's what he just say from Ralph? Oops, I didn't mean to actually purchase things from you. Oh. He said something about his hair, but I didn't read it in time. Why am I being bounced? Why am I being bounced? You want some? I provided you a way out. Get out. Leave me alone. I have health. I should have. Why did I not? What did I do with my health items? I mean, it doesn't matter if I die. I'll be awakened with some explosive abilities, or the abilities to get explosives. Fish. Not fish with that. Also, kind of glow sounds. Other queer characters. Oh, Korra. Korra is bisexual. Korra from Avatar was revealed to be in a relationship with that one non-superpowered lady who was the daughter of the corrupt uh, governor or whatever he was. Yeah, I'm really good at names and shit. I watched all of Korra, I promise. I like this countdown thing it has now. Like, it gives you a countdown when you're this low. It's nice. I need some help. Do that. Just so I get to spin these. Whoops, went the wrong way. Do I still have a crown? I don't have a crown, right? Yeah, no crown on me. I died. Someone took my crown. Pretty sure. Pretty sure I don't have a crown. Pretty sure I died with my crown. This is how much I pay attention. But yeah, Korra was in a relationship with the Firebender for a while, but through the series that kind of fell apart. She had a few more relationships, but when the series ended, she walked off in a relationship with that lady. So that's the other queer character I can think of off the top of my head. And now we go to Google, which means I'm not going to see chat here for a moment outside of it being on screen. So if I miss you, if it takes like 10 minutes, I haven't said anything to you, try it again and it'll pop up on screen. I just don't have chat open. But let's see what Google says. LGBTQ cartoon characters. Whoa, cartoon characters. Garnet, how could I forget? Garnet is from Steven Universe. Steven Universe was again another very progressive kids show. It was an adventure, action, sci-fi, fantasy about jewels coming from space. Now, in all technicality, the jewels themselves appear to be an only female race, so any relationships are going to be apparent lesbian, apparent queer. But it was played up to be an adorable queer relationship when they did stuff like that. It isn't queer to them, it is queer to humans. It's still queer to us, even though they are a monosex group by the looks of it. But they also have a different way to do stuff like that, so it's different. But two of the gems, are Ruby, and I don't remember what the other one is. Sapphire. The Ruby and the Sapphire fell in love, and they're very similar, like like lower tier gems. And they, he doesn't know where I am. Anyway, as lower tier gems, they fell in love. They were kind of forced out to their evolution, and eventually to become more powerful, they fused, which is like an ultimate act between gems that they kind of just treat as a power-up later on, but they are actual lovers. Anytime you see Garnet, it's two gems. That's hilarious. If two gems in love with each other acting as one, I can celebrate. There's no dancing. Hey, Fortnite, you can't dance after you win. That's the whole point of the dancing. Go ahead and return to the lobby and get some. Oh no, I don't have enough. I need one more star. Oh well, so this is like, I got new quests. It's the same quests. The new quests are the same quests. If you're wondering about Bunny, it's because he's colorful. You get some rainbows on him. Angry rainbow. But I put him with the mask on. Mr. Ratburn. From Arthur. So Arthur is a kid's show, and most famous these days from the meme where he punches the shit out of his sister. But apparently his school teacher, Mr. Ratburn, and another man, Patrick, get married in season 22 premiere. That probably sent a bunch of the Nazis into an angry, pants-filling fury. Patrick's, excuse me? Oh, the freaking... There, Google's an idiot. Okay, let's hit this one. LGBTQ cartoon characters you should be watching. Because this list is dumb. The other list is dumb. Oh, well, duh. How could I forget? So Adventure Time is one of my favorite shows of all time. And, of course, it's very progressive. It's in the future, and honestly, not everybody's human, but it's very progressive. And two of the relationships we are clued in on early is Marceline and Bubblegum. Prior to us entering, Marceline and Bubblegum had a relationship. This was clued in fairly early when we had to rescue a t-shirt of Bubblegum. So that was a Marceline t-shirt, I believe, from an Evil Witch. If I remember, it's been a long time since I seen the episode, but one of their shirts belonged. One of the fan shirts of the yellow one belonged to the other girl. This was the very first time we ever clued in that they may have had a relationship. Especially when she gets it back, I think she smells it. Marceline's a vampire, an ex-human vampire from... no, actually, I'm sorry. An ex-demon vampire, a demon vampire. Demon slash vampire? I don't know how you want to say that. But she's a demon who has also been turned into a vampire. And I do believe her mom was human, so she's a human demon vampire. And her vampirism is not eating people, she eats the color red. She can eat the color red out of living beings, but that leaves them dull or emotionless. And Marceline's really not an evil person. She shows up as a badass because she's been living on her own for a while. But before that, she was a young girl who was traveling with who would become the Ice King before he was the Ice King. Just after he witnessed the end of the world in the Great Mushroom War, a nuclear war known as the Great Mushroom War. Anyway, that said, time progresses. She grows up before she's a vampire. She ends up becoming a vampire somewhere in her late teens or early adulthood. It's not clear. Cartoon-wise, I'm going to say she looks like she's 1920. But then again, she is also a human demon, so I don't know how that works on her aging looks. But, is this unicorn always this glowy? She ends up in a relationship with Bubblegum, and it falls apart due to the usual relationship nonsense. And Bubblegum is bisexual. She ends up in relationships with, I mean, if you don't count the fact that she is also a sentient Bubblegum, she has female traits, and she considers herself a woman. And she ends up in a relationship with women and men, and one of them, for a while, thinking she's with Finn. Marceline gets into a relationship with another vampire, possibly the one that turns her. I don't actually remember if that's the one that turns her or not. But that goes on. Towards the end of the season, they actually reconcile, get back together, things get off. We do see that there was some kind of, like, issue in the glass kingdom. Hello. There's a restaurant washed up on shore. There's some, where are we? We're in the Japanese area. It's weird that this over here. We see that there was some issue in the Glass Kingdom and they had broke them up, I believe, and then they reconcile over that. And I do believe when we last see them, they are 100% a item again, and a very cute item. There's a picture here of them watching the Ice King play with magic, because Ice King is Marceline's like best friend through thousands of years, or hundreds of years at least. And they're just in bed together, enjoying cocoa and blushing and cuddling. It's cute as shit. Okay, we already did Ruby and Sapphire. Oh yeah, also, so this one's a little different. In Steven Universe, there's an intersex fusion. So Steven, who has kind of mixed up powers because he's part human, which is the first time a Jin's ever done that, figures out he can fuse with a human, and he has a relationship with this girl known as Kami. Then he finds out, I think, during an emotional kiss with her, that Kami and him can fuse, and they create an intersexed being known as Stevani, which is actually one of the only, if not only, intersexed characters I know in anything whatsoever. Trans people, which are a rarity in media, are more prevalent than intersexed. And I thought it was cute that they went that way. I know one person personally that was born that way, and I know several people online, not less personally, that were born that way. Intersex, if you were unaware, means that you were born both genders. Now, for some reason, one of two reasons, your gender is chosen for you, and then sometimes you choose the gender different, and you become a trans intersex person. And then you have to go through the same bullshit all the rest of the trans people have to go through, because Nazis are hateful. Can you become my friend instead of eating? There we are. But yeah, intersex people face a lot of the same stuff trans people, because they don't fit the binary bullshit Christian way you're supposed to be. Things up here. We have the pillows. What were you howling about? Else with a law. I don't want to waste my grenades since I have to destroy 100 more items. I wanted to just throw it where there's like... Oh, bullshit. 24 of 100, not bad. I should land at freaking gas stations. I don't know what I'm doing. What are you doing? Oh, howl. Cannibal. Looks like I'm home and I'm just loading things or something. Aw, this place has been wrecked. I don't think I'll destroy rocks in one hit. Hey, look. More. Excuse you, pick that up. How many grenades does it take to explode one of these? More than one. My goodness, at work yesterday, they turned off the music and my ADB was still not nice. Give me that. You make me sad because I don't have that weapon anymore. Get back for like a month, guys. Let's get away from me early. I miss. Wait, I didn't blow up anything. That's not dead. It's sad when you kill him. Any more explosives? I heard them. I heard them. I didn't hear them, but I heard them. I don't know where he's at, but I heard him. I should definitely hit a gas station. Look, gas station. Load up, grab the predator, and run. Barely out. Hello, military lady. Sure, come with me. Come with me if you want to live. Can they ride on the bikes with us? Oh, they can. Cool. War. War never changes. Hey, let's other new character, other queer character. Okay, I've never watched the new She-Ra, but apparently Adora and Catra are a lesbian relationship in the Prince. Adora in the She-Ra and the Princess of Power. They just actually give me any notice on this. And Spinnerella and Atosa in She-Ra, Princess of Power. Oh, a bunch of queer characters. Queer relationships are so much cuter than hetero ones. I don't know why, don't ask me why I think that, but they are just so much more adorable. Maybe it's because of how respectful they are. And in many cases, hetero relationships end up abusive. past that shooting. Why did I make noises? Did I upgrade? What was that noise? They're being way too noisy. Still a rainbow. Yo, go. Can I have explosives, please? Holy cow. There's a freaking gas station in here somewhere, and I can't remember where it is. Just blow up that gas station and be done with some of it. Good news is, Mega City's inside the circle. Bad news is, I don't know where anything is. Just zoom around Mega Cities, I'll find it, I guess. Oh yeah. Down to 59. Yeah, gas stations is where you need to go for this mission. Although, if I drive you into a building, and my ears stick out. Oh, shit. Beat the crap out of you. Hey, trying to kill us? No, that doesn't account. Ooh, that's an explosive. Yes. Count cars as explosive, they explode. It literally went boom. Literally. Stop holding all the ammunition, lady. I'm going the wrong way. That's being clever. Why would I ever think I was clever? Survivor 3. And, oh, look at this. Lance and George and She-Ra, Princess of Power. Aw, they're cute. I have some queer characters in my books. If we're just going for the current werewolf one I just put out, Fight of the Moon, and its upcoming sequel, the main character, Jason, is a budding bisexual. He's just figuring himself out as a bisexual as he also figures himself out as a werewolf. And he is in a relationship that opens up and becomes more complicated in the second book. That's all I'm going to say. You want to know more about their gay relationship, you get in there. The guy he's in a possible relationship with is a gay vampire. He's 100% gay. He doesn't like gals. He actually is the one that starts hitting on Jason in a club. They become friends. They become maybe something more towards the end of that book. And let's just say things move on in the second novel. I'll let you know when that novel comes out. Other than that, we also have Leon and his boyfriend being the largest werewolf I know in both this story and in all werewolf canon that I've read, at least. I need to plug in my phone. I wanted them to be like this really cute couple. where one's like a really large softie, and the other one's the leader of a pack, and he's nice though. Leon's technically into his 60s, but because he's a werewolf, he ages slower, so he looks like he's in his 30s, maybe late 30s, 40s. Werewolves live to be hundreds, 100 or 200 years old. They're not immortal like vampires, but they can live longer than humans. Wouldn't it hurt you to hit you that close with it? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna be killed by bees. Stop the bees. What do I got? 8 still? You're already up. I need 9 before I move on the battle pass. I missed the new furry skin. It was so beautiful Fox series girl. Bad. I got myself the primal transformer instead. If she ever shows back up and I have money, I'll do it. But I've been kind of broke lately, so I've been very limited on what I'm going to buy here. Maybe once a paycheck at most. Enid and Red Action in OKKO. I never watched that either. Looks like it's drawn by the Teen Titans people. Here we go, Asami and Korra. Her name is Asami in Legend of Korra. And here's a cute picture of Korra messing with her hair. She close with Asami. I do believe both of them are bisexual. I don't have any of these stuff. You have that. I do believe Domino is also a queer character. Is Domino the one that's in a gay relationship? I want to say yes. That is the character I am currently from DC. Reggie and Connolly in 12 Forever. I don't know what that is, but that's good looking. I like how these other character is extremely popular girl. Mean girl. Wish I was that skinny. Mac in Beef House in 12 Forever, and suddenly I'm scared. What the hell are these? These are not human, or they draw their humans in weird in that show. But they're a gay couple. One's got like a beefy dad bod, the other one's got, I assume it's supposed to be muscles, but it's like he's got a corset on his lower half that is way overly tight. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Vincent and Troy in Kipo in the Age of Wonder Beast. I don't know what that is again. But it shows two guys looking into each other's eyes. They're adolescents. It's always good to recognize adolescent queers, especially in our Nazi state where the fascist Republicans are trying to shove all queer kids back into the closet. Like, no, you can't be queer. As a queer kid, I can tell you that is damaging and depressing. That leads to thoughts of self-harm and thoughts of hate that brews inside you just because other people hate you. Kids out there, we recognize you. We know you exist. Be yourselves. Fuck the fascists. Oh yes, I realize that apparently if you say kids or children in frick, what is it? YouTube, you get your advertisers blocked unless you're primarily in the kids BS. But look at YouTube. Our fight against the Nazis are a lot more important than your stupidity and fear that kids might actually learn something good on a channel that isn't for kids. Dr. and Mrs. Mulberry and Clifford the Big Red Dog. Huh. So the new Clifford the Big Red Dog has a gay couple. I don't know if they exist in the original. Doubtful, since the original is from when I was tiny. Aunt Holiday and Auntie Lofty and My Little Pony. It's cute. They must be old. That one's got like age lines underneath his eyes that go for miles. Sorry. MOP couple. I'm learning of new gay couples. I've never knew about it there. Here we go. Howard and Harold McBride in the Loud House. That was the two gay dads of the main character's best friend. Oh, I forgot. Luna Loud is gay, I think. I don't know if she's bi or gay, but she ends up having like a crush on Luna Loud's a rocker, right? And she ends up having this like hardcore crush on another rocker girl in school, and I never actually saw this episode, which is weird. I still really like that show. But she ends up like slipping her love notes, and I think they end up getting together. It's cute. Lainey and Alice in Loud House. I don't know that one. Lainey. Alice. I don't know. If Lainey's one of the main characters, I don't know. Remember her. John and Nigel in Hey Doogie. I don't know that one either. They're crabs. Cute. Oh yeah, Gravity Falls, Sheriff Blubs, and Deputy Derlin. I forgot that they and getting together towards the end, and one ends up carrying off the other. That's hilarious. That was more or less played like just like a funny quirk joke, but it was like a cute funny quirk joke. Annika and Neha in Queens of Durin and Dragon Prince. I don't know that one either. That art style's cute. And Runin and Etheri, which the first two are lesbians and these ones are gay. And they appear to be different because the first ones don't have goat horns and these do. I don't know. Why did I not land near a freaking gas station? Is this thing gonna go off if I hit it? Please go off. You're disappointed. The propane tank doesn't explode. Upstairs. That up. Honestly. That up. It's my favorite shotgun right now. I don't care if it's gray, it's going in my inventory. Zont. We have Adam in the Hollow. I don't know what that is. Clarence. We have... What did I just do? We have EJ and Sue Randall, two of the parents in Clarence. I'm vaguely familiar with that show, but I'm not familiar with his characters. Also, Kevin and Clarence. Again, not familiar with that character. In Craig of the Creek, they had Tabitha and Courtney. And Laura and Kat. In the newest Voltron, they have Shiro. It doesn't say who his lover is, but Shiro. And in The Simpsons, of course, Patty Bovar. I think we knew she was gay for a while. Pretty sure we knew. I'm actually very surprised that both of the sisters aren't. No, what are you doing? Get out of the werewolf shit. I'm reading something. TJ and Johnson and Word Girl, which I believe is a kids show. So cool. Always good when you introduce kids that being queer is okay. It helps them cope when maybe there isn't something else to help them cope. I had a parent who wasn't very queer friendly, and I've known I was a queer since elementary school, though I didn't know what being queer bisexual was. I knew I liked boys. Having a parent who isn't queer friendly, especially when he starts finding out that you might be queer, is kind of not nice. And when you're faced around a world when everybody else is like, no, you shouldn't exist, you're evil, you're sinful, you're gross, you're unnatural. It puts a lot of depression and pressure on a queer kid who is the way he is because it's naturally him, but he's been told by all these evil piles of Christian Nazis that they aren't right, that they aren't normal, that they don't deserve to exist, that they should lock themselves in the closet and behave better. I remember a family member telling me that two gay guys in the Riverwalk kissing was gross and they should keep it at home. And like that stuck with me. And I was fairly young when they said that. That stuck with me because I like guys, and I knew I liked guys at the time. And I remember all the reactions my dad had when I was older and started becoming more active in queer politics. Because at the time we didn't have the right to marry here in Texas. And being more active in queer scene and having guys as boyfriends, that I remember his reaction, and you know, he's better now. He's a lot better now. He's grown up. He's become more open. He's become less Christian tyrant. He's become more progressive, and it's good. You can change. Remember that, parents. You can always change. But back then, I remember that will always stick with me, and that's what it does to the kids. It sticks with them. And even they're like me, and they can just tough it out, but not everybody can just tough it out. Some people need. Oh, what are y'all doing? Why are y'all here too? Y'all have a freaking. They do have a thing here. What the hell? They've taken over like half the map. Are we going to discuss this? How these characters have half the map now. The thieves own Fortnite. Excuse me, guys. Are we going to discuss that? Because I want to know what that is about. Why is the car in the... Wow. Wait, this is actually a feature. It's helping show off where their thing is. What the frick? I saw them kind of explosives. I need the explosives. I get an explosive. Oh, fuck you. But yeah, if you're an anti-gay parent and you have a gay child, you are doing damage beyond damage. Your child isn't going to naturally become not gay or not trans or not queer anyway. This is how they naturally are. It's how they were born. It's in their genes. It may have come from you. If you're being that bigoted, there's a good chance you are just not accepting the fact that you are queer. But you're doing so much harm. So much harm to a person you supposedly love. Huh. Someone's doing missions. Stay out of their way. Oh, it sounds like fighting now. I was just blowing things up with blowing up thingies. Does this place not have a garage? A garage, this carriage, for these carriages. I assume that means this place is cleared out. No, I was wrong. Somewhere. Upstairs, maybe? Is there an upstairs in here? Yeah. This would be not under the stairs. No, not under the stairs. Oh, bless me, sorry. Frick. Come on, the storm's coming. But where that speech was going about how messed up people make us queers by hating us, especially as kids, I was risen by pro-queer content. I saw pro-queer characters. I saw nice pro-queer characters. Even the gay guy in Beverly Hills Cop. I saw people treat us like we were people in content like that. And that helped me feel better about myself, about who I was, even when everybody else was telling me what I was wrong. Even when I went to high school and saw how they treated an out gay guy, a gay guy I had massive respect for. Conrad, if you were somewhere out there, you don't know how much I respect you for being out and gay back then. Even though I saw shit like that, queer comics, queer characters, queer video game people, shit like that, really helped me feel included. Shit. Thank you. Yeah. I should start it off with the damn shotgun. Do I have 9 yet? I haven't even done things there. Whatever. Hey, we have Theodore and Paulina and Cleopatra in space. I don't know what that is, but 2 gay aliens. They look cute, lesbian. I like their design. Their design is cute. It's kind of Zora looking, actually, like from Zelda. Very Zora looking. In Victor and Valentino, we have Soshi Jalapeno. Don't know what that is or who that is. In Sailor Moon, we have Hakura and Mikuru. I don't know if this is the Sailor duo. I think this is, what was it, Saturn Venus? I don't remember whether I think so. Here's a backstory. In the original Sailor Moon, there are 2... Hold on, I gotta fix something. My PS4 looks like it's coming down off the shelf over here. There's 2 cats sitting where they don't belong. Hey, don't look at me that. I see little paw prints up here. Hey, I'm in the rainbow. Sure, put me up on the pedestal. That's Sprayville. Why is it Sprayville? Weird. That's very weird. Anyway, 2 of the sailors, I don't remember which sailors they were, which planets they belonged to, were lesbians and eventually lovers, or lovers are out with that, I'm not sure. And, gas station. And, when the anime came to America, because this was back in the 1980s, early 1980s, I want to say mid-80s, late 80s, around the same time, near the same time I got Dragon Ball over here and was being huge, Sailor Moon came over, and they censored it. Hold on. Don't snooze things. And they did a really weird censorship of it because they never cut any of the scenes, so there's too many important scenes with them. So they turned it to cousins that really cared about each other, which made it really awkward. This promoted the idea that Americans were more accepting of incest rather than just 2 gay characters, which was very stereotypical American, actually. You know how I think about it. Oh, I feel that. I should do that. Oh. 93 items. Okay. Handful items to go. Sorry, I'm moving here now, though. Some shield up while I got my rainbow lady out. Where's that? Oh. The other day I did this, and this gave me like an infinite run, so we're gonna just sit with it for a while. I didn't see any Granados out of any of that. I'll see any Granados. I have it. Why are you so loud? Or am I doing my student? Let me do right now. Granados. Nada. Okay. Well. Explosives. I guess we just head in and see what we see. If anything, the next drop will get it. I don't even know if I can make a short out of that umbrella win, because honestly it's the dumbest umbrella win ever. I did get my very first umbrella win a little like that, but it was funner than that. I backed the guy off into the storm. This one either he sacrificed himself or I tricked him to staying in the storm. I'm not sure which one. It sounded like he was going around trying to get me. Did I unlock both chests up there? There's our level up. Okay. I like the thermal DMR, technically. I freaking forget something up there. No, there wasn't. Was there an explosive? Yes, there was. Need to destroy all of 7 things. Let me do math in 2 seconds. I'm smart. Don't disagree with me. $96. Oh my glob, how many of these are there? Stage 3 of 3, okay. Was I been that damaged by the explosions. Okay, let's get back here. Indian Thai sub brewing on the new DuckTales. Cool. Saberwing. Oh, because there's like some kind of seagull development thing. I don't know. Saberwing a bird. Seem to have a daughter. Cute. Zadie and Danger and Eggs. I don't know what that is. That just me turning it off. Yeah, Milo and Danger and Eggs as well. In Dr. McStuffins, there's Thea and Eddie. Cool. That's an old one. That's also a really little kid's cartoon, so it's good. Rachel Big Hit in Rocko's Modern Life. I remember that. Rachel was actually a trans character. And Big Head was, I think, kind of originally upset about his daughter being that way, but he ended up accepting her for who she was. There's even a scene here. I don't know if this is a new one or older one where it goes, "I'm not your son, I'm your daughter, and I'm finally happy." In Cardcaptor Sakura, there was Sakura, Toya, and Yukito. I don't know what Too Loud is, but Jeffrey, that looks like it's made by the Fairly Odd Parents people. The animation looks very Fairly Odd Parents. Well, there's a show called Super Drags, and I'm assuming that it bases around drag queens, but okay. Patrick, Donziti, and Ralph. Of course, Alucard and Castlevania. Vampires don't have time to be just having one. They're too immortal for that shit. Sir Cedric and Prince Andrew in The Bravest Knight. It says that the more of these canon queer relationships and characters see, the less it becomes a big deal, so yay for representation. Oh, I'm trying to back up to the original. No, my list. Oh, there it is. No, not my list side. I have to redo the list. What are we on time, by the way? It's 10:27, so we're at 2 hours. We're going to go to LGBTQ DC characters. How about that? What? Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Yeah. Kill steal. I stole the kill. So go ahead, go in there. Go find out what all his stuff is. I like thermal. I've destroyed all of one object? I thought I destroyed several objects. Ah. And none of this is explosives, huh? Oh, one explosive. Oh. And nowhere to throw it, actually. Let's see if we can actively find something to throw it. Who's here again? Oh, it's you. Need an island walk with you. Okay. If the island starts walking, we have issues. Because it's space. I can hear you walk in space. Oh, there has to be somewhere I can throw this shit. With a lot of stuff in it. Ooh. Does this count? Does this count as explosive? Please tell me this counts as explosive. Yes. I see you. Come back. Come back. Back to Jamaica. Don't you know? Yeah, the mistake. Sorry, I've seen this spinach every button dude lately. Well, I don't know whose statues they are, but they're going to be thoroughly disrespected. I assume they're up there. Bait me and see what I can try. Stark, cold landscape. Oh, hello. You like jump scares? shit, someone else has one. I'm now running this way because this is where the storm's not coming. Storm's got me. And exploded. Oh well, that was fun. Am I at 9 yet? Oh, thank goodness I'm at 13 now. Have I gotten up there yet? Okay, fictional characters. GT. Katie Kane, a Batwoman, is one of the few lesbian superheroes in DC Comics, and one of the first queer. Katie Kane is a proud Jewish lesbian Batwoman, and also Bruce Wayne's cousin. Okay, let's see if I hit this link. What are we on quest? Still the same thing? Still the same thing. Oh wait, Battle Pass. You can get Green Boy here. And almost get money. We get this lady's firm abs up on my wallpaper. Let's first go here. We got a few new ones, didn't we? If you look at this one, it doesn't show too much. I would say is a storyline thing. Just shows him surfing. This one shows her climbing around in the forest area. It doesn't really show anything storyline. I'd say these are the least storyline ones ever. There's nothing really hidden in the background or anything. This guy's just hunting in the forest. Apparently he rescued Io, we know that much. Thanks to what's her name. This one appears to be on something that doesn't exist yet, unless you know where this is. Is she on 0 point? She can't be on 0 point, she's too high up. Unless this is some kind of future thing that happens. She appears to be on like some claws or points or bones or something. What? Oh, yeah. Let's open up our dude here. Change him to green and the things that we have that are green. Oh, he has a white version down too. Wait, what? That is the green one. Oh, okay. I thought his dreads were also tipped green. Maybe I'm just blind. This one has hood up. The other one I have hood down, so we'll go ahead and do hood up for him and reactivity on, of course. Oh, right. That one doesn't have the blue unlocked yet. I think it's dumb they have the first version locked up. I think I may have unlocked his green. Yeah, what is this? Oh, his hooks. Like his spear better, technically. Now have his green glider. And he doesn't have a green fall. Okay. Save as new. I need him Lum, so we'll call him Glum for being green. Lum. Don't look at me like that. Okay, so with that, we are going to go back to our randos. We are currently this person who's out here because she's magenta on her, the backlink's rainbow. The tools have pink and kind of transit colors on it. Ditto with this, and ditto with that. Okay, do we have any more? No, we're out. Okay. Into the Great White Void. I don't know why I said that. Accept all cookies. Green Lantern Sojourner Mullen, alias Sojourner Joe Mullen, powers, the Willow Horse Green Lantern, is a bisexual. Joe is assigned an unnamed sector far beyond OA, with no official name or number. She simply calls it Far Sector. Another Green Lantern Alan Scott, gay, with the Justice Society of America and the All-Star Squadron, and knows John Stewart, Enemy's Legion of Doom. Alan never joined the Lantern Corps, yet nonetheless wields a Green Lantern power ring. Also, he's not officially a Lantern sport. Green Arrow Connor Hawk. In addition to archery skills like his father, Oliver Queen, Oliver Queen's son, Connor has limited precognition and regenerative healing due to genetic manipulation. He's asexual. If you don't know what asexual is, it is the non-attraction to sexuality. It doesn't necessarily mean you're not romantic or that you don't fully enjoy sex. You're just not attracted to sexuality, if that makes sense. There could be people, a lot of them are attracted to the idea of sex and are attracted to the idea of race relationships, but it's got its own variety version of it, if that makes any sense to you guys. Let's go blow up the same gas station I did last time. Don't go over there. He's affiliated with Team Arrow, Justice League of America. Enemy's Lady Shiva, Anamanavia is really an enemy called Anamanavia. Constantine, Dragon, and Master Dusk. Kenfuck, after strenuous Zen training, Connor is able to employ a gift of clairvoyance, once even sensing his father's presence, proving him to be alive. Dreamer, alias Mia Nal. She is trans. She's a transgender. Powers precognition. Am I going the right way? Precognition, astral projection, oneiromancy. I don't know what that is. What is oneiromancy? Someone want to explain that one to me? She is affiliated with Supergirl, so she's a friend of Supergirl. The character Nia Nal originated in the CW's Supergirl television series. Recently, Dreamer arrived in the comics. The story is written by none other than the actress herself, Nicole Maines. Okay, so she's originated in the CW universe, CW. If you didn't know, there's a DC CW. I do believe the actress is actually transgender. I'm 100 out of that. That was going to hit me. Last one. Well, just continue, I guess. Yeah, we're going back to her. Oh, actually, this is a different one. I'm sorry. This is the Chrome gifted person. Superman Jonathan Kent. If you don't know Jonathan Kent, he was a big deal a while ago. He's Clark Kent's son in a series. and he is bisexual. It came out fairly early. He's bisexual. Calls a bunch of the Nazis to go like, no, you're not Superman. Superman isn't gay. But then they got really confused over the fact that there was more than Superman, and the Superman had a kid. They thought that Superman, Jonathan Kent, was Clark Kent. Powers are the same as Superman, by the way: flight, survivability, speed, and vulnerability, X-ray vision, heat vision. He's bisexual. His affiliation is with Jaina Komura, Superman, and Lois Lane, his parents, Nightwing, and Damian Wayne. I do believe he kinda teamed up with the Knights, Gotham Knights, or something. At least in one of the universes. I don't remember. His major enemies are Lex Luthor and someone named Bendix. To his journalist mother's great pride, John was once arrested for marching with protesters. You go, John. Batwoman Kate Kane, we have actually already mentioned her. Aerobatics, martial arts, archery. She's a lesbian. She's affiliated with, of course, Batman, Gotham Knights, Detective Maggie Sawyer, and Batgirl. Her major enemies are Alice and the Religion of Crime. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Fan fact, Batwoman is a proud lesbian and a Jewish woman and is also Bruce Wayne's cousin. Red Robin. I don't know Red Robin, actually. Tim Drake. Timothy Tim Drake? Like actual Tim Drake. Okay. Gymnastics, technical analysis. Tim Drake. Is Tim Drake the original Robin that his parents were killed in Circus Tent? Or there's so many Robins, holy shit. Sexuality, bisexual. Affiliations with Bernard Down, Bat Family, Teen Titans, and Connor Kent. Major enemies, Clue Masters, and the Joker. Fun fact, a young detective in making, Tim Drake deduced the identities of Vigilante Fair, Batman, and Nightwing after witnessing Dick Grayson perform at the circus. Okay, yeah, so that's not... Dick Grayson's the original. Tim Drake's the second or third iteration. I will destroy these before you destroy me. So this one I chose for different reasons. It's got the color, but they also have a non-binary look to them. And I chose some characters here because of their non-binary look. And they have a very non-binary look. Side Rift. But my rainbow gun gotcha. Wow, this gun looks cool. This color. Also, where did he get that gun from? Like, he's dropping NPCs or plots for guns. Fortnite would be unfair. I just had like a suspicion they were doing that, but I don't know. Also, I didn't get any explosives out of those, did I? Leaving out of his corpse. Nope. Ooh. So just move on then. I haven't been up to visit our Clockburst friend over here. Rebirth. Sorry, I'm not gonna finish it. I apologize for the... I sort of apologize for my Ghostbuster fandom. Okay, we are leaving footprints. I thought we weren't leaving footprints anymore. If it wasn't a purple, I would pick up that thermal. Oh no, I'm not gonna make that. I thought I would make that. Ready up. I didn't saw anything. Am I still in the same damn quest? Almost there. Wonder Woman, Diana of Themyscira. Remember, she's part god. Prince Diana. She's bisexual, superhuman strength, durability, enhanced senses, immortality, animal empathy, and affiliation. Affiliations with Al, who she's kissing up here. Oh, is this Supergirl? Al I know is from the planet. Batman and the Amazons. Major enemies was Ares and Cheetah. Diana was fashioned from clay by Zeus and gifted powers from the pantheon of Greek gods. Nubia of Themyscira is a lesbian. Superhuman strength and stamina, mortality, hand-to-hand combat, swordsmanships. Major enemy Darkseid. She's known as Zavia. Nubia was born around the same time as Diana. Because they both come from the Well of Souls, they consider one another sisters. Aquaman is gay. But this is Jackson Hyde, comics Aquaman, and Caldoram, television Aquaman. Electronesis, enhanced senses magic, affiliated with Starfire and Young Justice. Aquaman, other Aquaman I guess, and Black Manta. Major enemies King Shark and Ocean Master. Jason is currently dating Hawaii, a member of the Zibirian Army. Jess Chambers of the Flash and Aquaman. And Aquawoman? She's both? I don't know her, so I'll have to read up on this. Jess Chambers is a Speed Force conduit. So first thing, she's non-binary and gender fluid. Okay, so they're non-binary and gender fluid. Her name is Jess Chambers. Speed Force conduit, accelerated healing, superhuman agility, reflexes, cosmic awareness. Why does that have to be with Aquaman? Affiliation with Adriana Curry, Aquaman. Oh, they must be dating Aquaman. Pictured above. Okay. Batman and Barry Allen. Major enemies Protex and Hyperclown. Fun fact, Jess came from a parallel universe. I see where we're going. I like how they ride this glider. It has some dominant look to it. What the hell? We are Ramirez. A reminder that Ramirez, I think, is this her Fight Palmer outfit or one of them? Oh no, this is that Captain America outfit. Was listed as a Pride character. Plausibly legend. We don't know. Lesbian gay. Translator. Flag on her isn't actually a flag, but it is close to a flag. Close enough to a flag. I let it go. The flag on her is pink, yellow, green. Or as the... it's the... Sorry, my brain dead. I knew this when I did it. A pansexual flag. The pansexual flag is extremely close to it, which is pink, yellow, and blue. So I put her on there for both reasons. She also had the American coloring, but you know. are here for be clear about Americans today. This is her Captain America jacket. It's a mixture for like bright bomber jacket and like with the star on it and whatnot. Anyway, just came from a parallel universe where the Flash family had long since vanished. They chose to remain on Earth Zero in order to join the Justice League there, and also to keep dating Adriana. Okay, then let's look up LG. I'm sure that's not all of them. That's all they had listed. Oh wait, no, stop. LGBTQ. Marvel. Listen for Marvel, guys. Okay, we're gonna hit this one that has 15 openly gay characters in Marvel. That might be coming to MCU, they said. Huh. Interesting. The Hulkling. It shows a Hulk character. I don't know who this is, but it shows the Hulk. Is this the Hulk's son? Or something? So it shows the Hulk, a Hulk-like character who's all spotty. Fighting what appears... well, he's got a sword out. I don't know if he's fighting him or not, but there's Groot in the background. And Buckethead in the foreground. I don't remember Buckethead's actual name. I call him Buckethead because of Spider-Man. Oh, we gotta move. No, we don't. We're okay. There are no explosives out of these whatsoever. Who keeps their ammo with the toilet? Yeah, 25 seconds. Top flame is uncomfortably close to the areas you don't want things at. I do believe that was Sloan. Goodbye, Sloan. Let's try me. If you guys are watching and you see an exclamation point show up for like story stuff, do let me know. Oh my god, get up there. Please get up there. Left enough. Floating. Oh, I love the rain. I do. The rain is nice. The rain was nice in Mega City, but it's nicer in here. Can I please have... Come on, my friend. I will forgive the love tap. But... Muddy butt. Hey guys, there's an X here with a possibility of 3 to 4 chests maybe? 1 to 4 chests maybe. Who knows? I'm not gonna get a single explosive out of any of it. Are you freaking serious? Not one. Not one, Dinobut. That's a tree. I can't build on a tree, darn. Get over the live statue. Hi, Yuji. So much going on over there. What do you want? Cheers, so noisy. You were very stompy back there. Kiss, get in the water and swim. Please. That's all I got. You gotta take care of my digital animals. Right, Chi? Jesus, ignoring video games. Chi, I'm not ignoring video games. I'm video gaming despite you being here. Kind of, but we're never gonna find enough explosives to do anything. Wait, was that you or a gun? Anyway, remember Captain Marvel's politically biased war between the Skrulls and the Kree? Well, Hulkling, whose real name is Theodore Altman, actually his real name is Doric 6, is a hybrid of Skrull and Kree, so he's a little conflicted. The Hulkling begins a younger version of the Hulk, but Hulkling's shape-shifting abilities are far more advanced than any of the Hulk's popular or less known powers. Hulkling could have an awesome character arc in the MCU, being saved from the Kree Skull helmeted by Captain Marvel, blah blah blah. Long-term relationship with Wiccan. Iceman. Iceman had been fighting alongside X-Men in the comics for decades before he stunned audiences by coming out as gay. The fans quickly accepted his sexuality. Everyone loves Frozone from the Incredibles movies, but he was just a parody of Iceman, mutant who can control ice. There is a there's supposed going to be an outbreak of mutantism in the current MCU, so I can see Iceman being involved in it. He was fairly popular displayed in the old Marvel Fox universe. We'll call that MFU, whatever you want to call that is. MFU. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him come back. It would only be right to have him, like his character is openly gay. It'd be nice to treat it as a normal thing, like not shock you gays. Okay, okay. I think we're done exploded for this round. Vivian. Vivian is a synthesoid who was created by the Vision. Now with Vision making a post-Infinity War appearance in WandaVision, it's likely he'll continue to be involved in MCU. So he could be made. Viv's sexuality hasn't been confirmed in the comics, but she's kissed Ironheart, who has strongly suggested that she's either gay, asexual, or asexual. And she said, "Attraction to boys is nowhere within me." MCU could easily portray the character as gay. I haven't done this in a while. Sorry. You not get your ass up here. It's getting so close. If I leave you behind, you're gonna get caught. Oh my god, you have quite a leap. See, that was more exciting than my freaking crown win. Not crown win. Umbrella win this season. Now my dad's so sad to take it. Still love that. Still love that. Oh, at least it knocked her down a bit. I can't see though. I think. There we go. I see. Oh, that's a large one. What the hell? Sorry, just reading some stuff. Got distracted by my thing. Okay, where are we at? 6? Let's go ahead and return and see what we can get for 6 stars. Carolina Dean. Carolina Dean can fly. She can manipulate solar light. Over the years, she's taken on the name Lucy in the Sky and LSD. Reflect trippy visuals that splash across the page when she uses her power. She's the daughter of 12 Hollywood movie stars, which is an interesting backstory. Caroline is one of the most powerful characters in Runaways Hulu series. But with Disney Plus shaking up which TV series have ties to the MCU and which ones don't, the canonical status is pretty up in the air. Carolina has had or entertained the idea of notable relationships with comics with characters such as Zavin, Julie Power, and Nico Minoru, so bisexual. Yeah, Hercules. Hercules is a heterosexual in the main 616 Marvel universe, but he's briefly depicted in a relationship with Wolverine in the 2013 Extreme X-Men series. While the series took place in an alternate universe, it was still Hercules. Many fans hoped this additional element to Hercules' character would be continued in his 2015 solo series, but Marvel decided not to. There was speculation that Hercules would be a lead in the Eternals when Marvel announced the film would star a lead, but the reference was instead to Phastos. Hercules' dad was just in, and he just introduced. Did he introduce Hercules at the end of that? I don't know. Zeus was in Marvels, and technically his son could come in and his son could still be gay. But it sounds like he would be a villain because Zeus wasn't very nice. We have 6. Let's go ahead and get some money. Oh, we have 1. We are at 2 hours 54 minutes. So we'll continue this a little. I'm going to be getting out of here in like 30 minutes or so. Try this one. Philia Vel is a hybrid of Kree and Titanian. Titan is, of course, like Thanos. And the daughter of Mar-Vell in the movies. Mar-Vell was gender swapped to be a woman, but she could still be Phila's mother. The character is one of several cosmic Marvel heroes fans will want to see. There are realms of exciting storylines to draw from. Philia was first identified as gay when she admitted and acted on her attraction towards Moondragon. But Marvel has so many characters, I don't know any of these people. You know, as many good characters as Marvel has, NDC, there are so many non-iconic characters, I don't know. In the comics, she's a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy and taking on Captain Marvel moniker for a while, so it could be pretty easy to integrate her into the MCU. She can't take the name Captain Marvel since it's already taken by Carol Danvers, who is still in the movies, but the MCU could show Phyla with her other superhero alter ego, Quasar. Quasar isn't a pretty... No. This is someone else. North Star. In any discussion who will be the first only gay superhero in the MCU, it's important to mention the first only gay superhero in Marvel's comics. North Star was a landmark character for comic book history because he is one of the first gay superheroes. The first to come out in a Marvel book, and in 2012, he became the first character to have a same-sex wedding in the mainstream comic. North Star has been involved with several teams, including his own Canadian team Alpha Flight. But the most notable... The most notable is with the X-Men. He's mutant with powers of super speed, fight, and light control. Miss America. Oh my god. A gay character named Miss America. How pissed off would Nazis be if they did that? Disney, come on. Make them a trans or non-binary, openly bisexual character. Just throw everything out the bus. Or make it trans. But no, everything Nazis hate of us out there. Make it a trans gay character, like a trans lesbian woman. That way she can still be Miss America. She's still transgender, and she's still gay. That'll just infuriate all the anti-trans people for one thing, and the anti-queer people. Just do it. Miss America, whose real name is American Chavez. Oh, American Chavez, we already have her, don't we? Is an immensely powerful character. Fly. She's the best friend of Kate Bishop, skilled archer, Hawkeye, and Clint Martin. Was American Chavez, like, introduced already. Well, I don't think she's Miss America in the MCU, so they could still technically make a new Miss America. She's like, I'm going back inside, you weirdo. No 195. We're a freaking 5 away from finishing this. Finally. I'm assuming fire things don't count as explosives. Don't walk into the fire, you'll be mad at me. Do not. These have explosives all the time. I go down to freaking the gas station down here, blow it up, and we'll be fine. Where are you?
That's what's up.
I thought that was what that was. That was me. Oh. Someone give me explosives, please. Okay, so side note, if you hit it with the car, it doesn't count, apparently. Just in case you were wondering. Wanted fuel. I don't know what that means, but it's just wanted. Use this item twice. Wait, activate our reroll augments just finished. What the hell? Oh my god, give me explosives. I get grenades all the time and I don't need grenades. I hardly get in the freaking grenade. Your bones falling off. Interesting. So where I'm kind of wonky. Reload your weapons, dude. Tell where he is. Did I any of that? Do you have any explosives on you by any chance? There's no one carrying explosives. What did I hear? Chest. Oh my god, they turned off explosives or some shit. This would be the perfect place for yes. There's so much shit around here to explode. At least inside. Fix my ass. Nine, one more. Yay. We don't be in the stove. Okay, so now they're on ranked missions, which we're not going to do. Oh, okay. Weekly quests. Complete a job, run in different matches. Okay, we have 4 of those complete. Stage 202. Covered a mud and enemy with thermal DMR. So we need a thermal DMR. We need to be in the forest, and we need to hit enemy players with thermal. My ears. Okay, we are at 3:07, so we're going to actually call it a day. And likely, what's going to happen is I will come back in tomorrow morning and we'll do some weeklies. We have a handful of weeklies we can complete, as well as do another prize screen. If not, we could do another game. I don't know. We may or may not. So we'll call this a day. For next week, let me reload all my feeds because they have me in dumb hours again, but like crazy hours. You southerner people like me, be careful out there. It's supposed to be triple digits forever now. From this summer plus. Oh, right. Huh. Interesting. So this Saturday I might do it. Next week I have an interesting. They didn't fix up next Sunday. I have 3 weeks planned out already. Huh. Is it today's the 16th, right? So Saturday's a maybe. Tomorrow's a maybe. I have something to do in the morning. If in the evening I have no, because I have to work Sunday morning. So probably never mind. Saturday's a no go. Something in the morning to do. Next week I have an interesting thing. I have a different operation on Thursday. I have Wednesday off for prep and Friday for recovery. So likely not during prep. And maybe long in the evening Thursday or sometime Friday will be my next thing. I think Thursday's the rollover, right? Today's the rollover. So with Thursday or Friday being on the rollover, we'll come over Thursday or Friday. So next time you'll see me most definitely is Thursday or Friday. That seems about right. Okay. So expect to see me on the 22nd and 23rd for what might be our final Pride stream for the month. Um, it's not a nice Pride month, and it isn't anything we did or our fault. There's just a bunch of really evil people in powerful places. The entire Conservative Party have become just fascist, neo-fascist Nazis who are targeting queer people and targeting trans people because they just the hate gets them off. The hate gets Ted Cruz off. The hate gets Greg Abbott off. They just gets them off. It's what it is. It's a fetish. Hate is always been and always will be a fetish. They do this because that makes them feel good that they hate people. And that's it. They don't care about protecting the young. They don't care. That's been their excuse forever. They cared about protecting their youth, white youth from black youth. They cared about protecting their youth from gay people in bathrooms and in locker rooms, which, by the way, we can enter now without being harassed. And now they care about protecting youth from trans. They don't care about protecting the youth. They care about hating people. The conservatives have always cared about hating people. It's always about their hate domination and their vileness and their evil. And maybe one day we'll get past the conservatives. Maybe one day the conservatives will be abolished and maybe even banned because they are the ultimate evil in America. And they have always been the ultimate evil in America. But until then, we have to be patient. We have to fight. Openly fight and do what you can. I understand the people fleeing our states, the LGBTQ, the apparently thousands of families leaving Texas for better, more open states. But realize that when you do that, then you surrender these states to them. The blue cities that are full of queer people like me, when you exodus to protect yourselves, I understand, but when you exodus, you leave those cities open to be red. Suddenly, those cities won't have enough blue voters to keep them blue. The sea, little ponds of blue and the oceans of red will disappear. And I'll be here in Texas, and I'll keep fighting, whether I have to do it politically online or whether we get into a civil war and I have to do a rogue underground. I will always fight for our rights to the death, if need be, against evil conservative Christians. But I hope it doesn't come to that. I honestly don't. I hope America can recover from those evil people. I hope we can peacefully find a solution where they just don't have that kind of ring of power anymore. It would be nice. It'd be nice if it ended up that peacefully. It'd be nice if we could just oust evil people like Greg Abbott and DeSantis and, I don't know, deport them. It'd be nice to deport them to some country they hate. Or deport them to Russia. So they can go sit on their Daddy Putin's lap. But I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the Pride. Don't forget to get out there on March. Don't be afraid to wear your Pride gear. I'm wearing my fucking Pride gear every day. I have Pride all over my truck. The midgets can eat me. Peace and out, guys. I'll see y'all next week. Probably after my surgery.